Hey, Laura J. Finding my way where I'm trying to go today. Finally knowing where I am and better knowing lands that I hadn't been to before. Now I have, and I learned in order to say, okay, next time I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do my hair in a different way. I'm going to see that my hair is spelled a lot like air, except for there's an E and an A different in spelling. The heir is one who inherits the idea. Wrong window. Front window. I release hair that got released when I took my ponytail down. And I can't actually look at the camera to see what I look like because I've got to have my eyes on the road. And I do. So, whatever I look like to you, I want you to see that the hair is actually part of where Caesar comes from, apparently. The nickname was said to have been applied to Gaius because of his curly, thick set of hair, or that he may have been follicularly challenged, and so it was a nickname for that reason. But one way or the other, Julius Caesar was actually Gaius. And our history takes us back to the point where we ask, why us? And the answer, naturally, as we go by and through a busy highway, as we do as Hamiltons with through on our crest, the heraldry, blasting through that intersection helps us see the intersections in life that seemingly take us away from the point or the main path, a submission to the mission. Well, we don't need permission to see that nicknames are applied to those who are willing to change their identity to fit that which then they're identified by or as. Because when you're given a nickname, the name is Nick, and Saint Nick is the man who would move down the chimney in order to loot all of the booty at the bottom of the tree, this pine tree specifically that reflects the spine of the pineal gland and the spineal tree of genealogy that reflects the truth of who we are and whose we are, because that matters. For the false covenants taken into the heart of men and women ultimately redefine who the man believes he needs to be in order to play the role, to fit the title, to get the nickname. And then, well, shit high and trans is what we do, because we're gonna pretend to be who we are not in order to be whose we wish to be. When we wish to be claimed and our booty hauled by a pirate in a different form, well, welcome to Moderna. The modern age, well, baby, privateerism is the way piratism became legal and encouraged culturally with the cult you rally with, cult you are belief system. That BS belief system, well, it's going to redefine one who agrees to be the heir to a false narrative. Let's let that go. Let's let that shit go, I was about to say. And then I thought, don't swear, Laura. Just keep it clear. And then I realized I'd already said it's an acronym for Ship High in Transit. So it wasn't swearing at all. Unless that's all you know that word to mean. And if you hadn't seen the Ship High in Transit being the acronym for shit, well then that's good shit there right there, let me tell you. And maybe that shit you then don't need to ship high in transit, because it's so good it's not going to blow up the vessel if it shipped low. There you go. Interesting. I wonder what it means to you, for you, what you're going to do with it. I wonder what you're gonna do with what we talked about here, what I shared. So I'll ask you to share down below what made you invest 6 minutes of your life and stay with me now. What was it and how did you find me? I'd love to know, how did you go about getting to this here channel where we share what we channel through, and then you see the waters of love. Yes, waters inside a bank, so river banks, the river banks hold back the waters of love. Did you know that Moderna Company is bringing down those who do the devil's work, knowingly or unknowingly? What if soul capture were a real thing? What if we see, if we bring ourselves present, that's when we see that all of this came because I started singing with a request of you to say why you're still here and how you found me, my dear. So please comment down below to let me know. Send in love. I'm thinking of my friend who lost his mom, and I didn't tell my guy because I didn't think of it right then. But if I was him, I'd be thinking of that consumedly. I'm sending so much love to anyone who has lost a loved one. I send you love. I hold your heart and hope you got someone to hold your hands. You can always hold your own. Please practice holding your own hand and have your own back, lest the Mack truck back you, because you lack a backup plan, so you can give it all that you got. In the now moment, no backup plans. Plan A is the one we're on. Plan A and the end in you see are the in-out act. Whoa, 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 the fact is that you are the one you've been waiting for. Ruth was on the car, and what I know As biblically, I don't believe that lazy daisy, oh my, lazy daisy, be lazy daisy with your facts. What you think about that? Oh, can you rift? Do you get my drift? I'm gonna end right here. Leave a comment, please.